feel alive. I'm feeling like well. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm rolling with bills. Cause I was a blessed with no one would fail. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex and go for the check. I'm making a flip. My life is a flip.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. 55.
Minshew, 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fournette on the counter, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? And an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Minshew. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Minshew with a give to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Next to Rashad Evans' name, you can put a tally for a tackle for loss. Really excellent effort on the defensive side of the football. Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, when the Jaguars want to throw the football, they often look to D.D. Westbrook, who just completed that play there. 101 targets, 66 catches for both 2018 and 2019.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14,
Jaguars, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Minshew. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Push him back. Push him back. Tiger. Hurry.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
At their own 39-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The tackle made.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Solid carry there by Leonard Fournette, and last year he achieved his career high in rushing yards with nearly 1,200, ranked 4th in the AFC, 7th in the NFL. Loves to carry the football and gets stronger as the game goes on.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Fournette. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And sometimes change can be good, and Chris Conley with a nice catch there is showing us exactly how. First 4 seasons in Kansas City, kind of buried on the depth chart there. First year in Jacksonville last year, career highs in yardage with 775. And added 5 touchdowns to that list as well.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. But we talk about being on schedule. I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Henry, the ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
35-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's checking. Crash. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now it's Henry. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Henry on the carry.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Henry, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Henry, the ball carrier.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Check, 47. Wants to run. They're running it. 47, Mike, 47.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And that's caught by Smith. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it into an option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
17.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Play, play.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on first and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw is Tannehill. The 20 down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
for the extra.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
29 is the Mike 29. Get that one. 29 is the Mike.
Minshew sets to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
3rd and 15.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Out of the gun is Minshew. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On first down, Tannehill. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. That'll bring up second down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Just like that. Just like that. Check 15. Check 15.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, check. 47.
Now it's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle by
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Rashawn Melvin.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, with that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. You must be
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. 30. Check, 47. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Tannehill now to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
1st down.
And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal. There's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Titans 31, Jaguars 17.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
We up. 40 seconds the mic. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
47 the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. Go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Here we go. Doing yang. 6 man. Check curls.
And right side, they're going to go option here. Again, it's Henry. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that off.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 37 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Point after here coming up.
The extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Jaguars 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Couple.
He'll look to throw. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. A pass underneath for Fournette.
Minshew's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Titans 45, Jaguars 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, wahoo. Check mine. Watching you find. All day, push. Let's go.
Now Minshew. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Tannehill. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. He's got it complete to Thompson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they'll run with a man signed away from Washington. It's Chris Thompson. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down.
On the double. Mike 29. Watch the out. Watch the out. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Hey, Haywood. Come to my work. Mike 55. Mike 55. Shoot.
Here's Minshew. The connecting here with DJ Shark. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
4th down.
down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Smooth. Go. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Watch the screen. Defense.
On 4th down, Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
All day, dog. Both sevens a Mike.
The Titans go victory formation,